Senator, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
I'd be glad to go to Florida and ask everybody what they think.
Yeah, that's what I want to ask you about, though. I mean, is this too little, too late? Is it going to be enough for Marco Rubio to go and do this outreach to Bush supporters? I mean, he's looking good, punching back right now, but it's been a long time coming, no?
Well, if you could bring the Bush and Rubio people together in Florida, it'd help a lot. I said about 3 months ago, you got to consolidate the field before Donald Trump hits critical mass. We failed to do that. In my view, John Kasich's the most electable Republican left in the field. Marco's great. I would support Ted Cruz over Trump. Hope Ted does well in Texas. You know, I'm pulling for Ted in Texas. But if you got the Bush-Rubio people together in Florida, it certainly would help.
You just said in one of your speeches there when we ran the soundbite that the most dishonorable or the biggest liar, untrustworthy is a woman, Hillary Clinton, and she's going to be the next president. Is that what you think at this state of the game?
Yeah, she's viewed by the public as the most dishonest politician running for the highest office in the land. It's about demographics. The undoing of the Republican Party has been over immigration. I've been working on this for over 10 years now, and Donald Trump has taken gasoline and poured it on the fire of immigration. In 2012, we learned after Romney lost that the Hispanic community does not accept deporting all 11 million people, a grandmother being in the same boat as a felon, as a responsible approach. And Donald has gone from self-deportation to forced deportation. I think among Hispanics that Mr. Trump's going to get creamed, and that Ted Cruz is not a whole lot better on immigration. And among young people, our message doesn't resonate so well either. So I think we're going to lose.
Yeah.
Good morning, Senator. This is Morgan. Thanks for being on. The Gang of Eight bill that you helped author is probably the most talked about piece of legislation in the presidential campaign, especially on the Republican side so far. Can you elaborate a bit more on how you see that playing into the general election? Yeah,
well, it's hurt us in the primary. The Gang of Eight bill was a bipartisan compromise. It doubled the number of Border Patrol agents from 20,000 to 40,000, built fence along the border, had a national e-verify system so we could verify employment, increased legal immigration, deported felons and people who'd had 3 misdemeanors in their background, allowed the rest to stay here. They had to learn the English language, pass 2 English proficiency exams, pay a fine, get in the back of the line, and it could not apply for a green card for a decade. That was the Gang of Eight bill. Something like that will eventually become law of the land because Democrats are going to have a say about immigration. So the Gang of Eight bill has been called amnesty. Everything that's not forced deportation is being called amnesty in this cycle. This is the undoing of the Republican Party. This single issue has destroyed the Republican Party.
That's right. Why do you think at some point a form of this will become law? Because, I mean, Donald Trump is running just right on that. The fact that more green cards can be issued, the fact that borders are more open, and those people are taking the jobs of Americans.
Well, last time I checked, America has a demographic problem. In 1950, there were 16 workers for every Social Security recipient. There's 3 today. There's going to be 2 tomorrow. Unless we have a baby boom of 60-year-olds, we better get new people coming into our country, new workers. The goal of the Gang of Eight bill was to pick people based on merit.
Yeah, Anthony,
so this whole demagoguery around, immigration is killing the party.
Right.
Senator, I joined you in your support of Governor Bush and deeply grateful to you for what you did for him. But I guess the real question is, sir, if Donald Trump is the nominee of the Republican Party, the grand old party that you and I are both a part of, what are you recommending that we do, sir?
Well, talk to me after the convention. I don't know if he's going to make it. I'm pulling for Ted today. Go Ted in Texas. I just think he's going to get creamed. I think his positions on immigration won't sell to the public at large. 52% of the people in the Republican primary in South Carolina were for legal status. I think this banning all Muslims hurts the war effort. It makes us look a very intolerant party. I want to make sure we don't have ISIL people coming into the country, but I don't want to ban an entire religion.
Well,
so look at the polls.
He said it's temporary until we figure out what's going on.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, we're going to temporarily ban Yeah, well, that's true. We're going to temporarily ban everybody in the entire faith. Who we need is partners now. We don't need a temporary ban on all Muslims. We need a partnership in the faith with people who will help us fight ISIL and a screening procedure to keep ISIL out of the country. At the end of the day, the market will take over. Y'all believe in the markets, right? Well, the political market is about to work, and the political market is going to report back to the Republican Party, we don't accept what you're trying to do to our country.
At the end of the day, can Marco Rubio turn this around, do you think, Senator? I mean, can he actually?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
It starts in Florida. You know, the best thing would be a Kasich-Rubio ticket, Rubio-Kasich, Rubio-Cruz. If they could consolidate, we might could beat Donald Trump. But if Marco doesn't show viability in Florida, he's probably gone, and same for John Kasich in Ohio.
But, Senator, he's not even leading in his own state at this point.
Still early. See what happens today.
Okay, 2 weeks.
We'll watch. We'll watch that. Senator, good to have you on the program this morning. Thanks so much.
Thanks much.
Appreciate it very much. Senator Lindsey Graham joining us.